This is Mac OS Ken.
COVID closures and delays, Apple CSAM plans revisited, and news from the Phantom Zone. It is Thursday, the 16th of December, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Headspace. Meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macOSCan. This show is also sponsored by SimpliSafe, the right way to protect your home. If you have ever wanted to make your home feel safer, there is no better time than now. This week, our friends at SimpliSafe are giving Mac OS Ken listeners access to all their holiday deals. That's 40% off their award-winning home security. I like SimpliSafe because it has everything you need to make your home safe. Indoor and outdoor cameras, comprehensive sensors, all monitored around the clock by trained professionals who send help the moment you need it. I also like that you don't have to buy the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, if you need the caboodle but you're good on the kit, you can build your own custom system, is my point, choosing just the elements you need to make your home safe. And installation is a cinch. I had my sensors, base station, and keypad up and running in under an hour. Take advantage of SimpliSafe's holiday deals and get 40% off your new home security system by visiting simplisafecom/macOSCan. SIMPLI. Again, that's simplisafecom/macOSCan for 40% off your entire system. When you care enough to keep them safe, keep them away. Embroider that in Latin, and it could be Apple's mission patch this week. I told you Wednesday that Apple had brought back mask mandates to retail locations across the U.S. This, as the country finds itself in another surge of COVID-19. Sometimes, though, masking up will not do it. As a result, a piece from 9 to 5 Mac says Apple has closed 3 of its North American stores, one in Miami, Florida, one in Annapolis, Maryland, and one in Ottawa, Ontario, in Canada. A piece from Bloomberg cited in the report says closures like these usually last for just a few days. Certainly that does seem to be the plan. The site for Apple Brickell City Center in Miami says it will reopen on Friday. The site for Apple Annapolis lists it as opening again this Saturday, and the site for the Ottawa store says that store will also reopen on Saturday. As for who's coming back, that depends on how they're doing. According to Bloomberg, the company said that all employees will take COVID-19 tests prior to the store's reopening, and that it's staying in touch with the affected workers. Closing stores with under 2 weeks to Christmas is not a decision that Apple is likely to take lightly. But I would be willing to bet that the decision the company has reached about reopening on the corporate level weighs heavier on some. It's not happening. At least it's not happening for the foreseeable future. Plans had been for corporate folks to come back in February. Now Apple Insider says the Cupertino company has once again pushed back its timetable for a return to Apple Park for workers, but this time it has not set a deadline. A return date has yet to be determined, according to a memo from Apple CEO Tim Cook to Apple staff. Sorta sounds like it could be a while, though. According to the report, Cook also announced that every corporate employee will be receiving an additional $1,000 to update home office equipment. It's not clear why this move was taken unless Apple assumes that the mandatory return date is sufficiently far off that it needs to resupply the staff. Apple Insider says the corporate news is known to apply to Apple Park specifically. It's unclear whether the news holds true for corporate personnel outside of headquarters, according to the report. So an interesting thing happened on Wednesday. I want to say it's funny, and secretly, I think it is. But for the purposes of this, we will call it interesting. A number of sites, including Mac Rumors, ran reports saying that Apple had removed all references to its CSAM scanning plans from its child safety webpage. I know you know what the plan is. It's the one where Apple was going to make a hash of images sent to and stored in iCloud, looking for matches to known child sexual abuse material, or CSAM. Was going to, and is. Some sites Wednesday seemed to think that Apple had abandoned its hashing scanning plans after the intense amounts of blowback it got from privacy-minded experts and consumers when the plans were announced over the summer. Lord, what fools these mortals be. Just because you can't see a thing doesn't mean it isn't there, and just because somebody stops saying they're going to do something doesn't mean they're not going to do it. While Apple did delay its plans back in September due to feedback from customers, advocacy groups, researchers, and others, the plan is still the plan. According to Mac Rumors, Apple spokesperson Shane Bauer told The Verge that though the CSAM detection feature is no longer mentioned on its website, plans for CSAM detection have not changed since September, which means CSAM detection is still coming in the future. You know which part's funny, right? Yeah, you know. News of a class action lawsuit against Apple. Earlier this week, Cult of Mac ran a piece saying that Apple was facing the fury of angry Apple Watch owners. They say they were injured by the timepiece after its battery swelled and cracked its screen. According to the report, the plaintiffs say Apple, in its efforts to make Apple Watch as thin as possible, doesn't provide enough space for potential battery expansion. So, when this happens, the display pops out and can leave razor-sharp edges exposed. The piece says plaintiffs are seeking general, special, incidental, statutory, punitive, and consequential damages for injuries they sustained from the Apple Watch issue. The piece says they also want money back for buying new Apple Watch units. The suit says the devices are unreasonable safety hazards to consumers, and the plaintiffs apparently want more of them. Reminds me of a joke. Two people go to lunch and almost immediately start complaining. The food here is terrible, says one guy. Yes, says the other, and such small portions. More news in a moment, but first a word from Headspace. Meditation made simple. Are your thoughts running endless circles in your mind? With the stresses of the last couple of years, it is more important than ever to practice living healthier and happier lives. Headspace can help. Headspace is your convenient dose of meditation, mindfulness, and sleep exercises to relieve stress and anxiety and help you get a good night's sleep, all in one app that makes it easy to catch your breath and make time for your mental health. What I love about Headspace, they meet you where you are. I knew nothing about meditation when I started Headspace, and to be clear, I am still very much a novice. But Headspace is the first meditation app that didn't leave me feeling dumb. I like the guided meditation courses. I like the quick hit SOS sessions. I like that they're adding to their offerings all the time. Try it and see for yourself. Find some Headspace at headspace.com/macOSKen and get 1 month free of their entire meditation library. This is the best Headspace offer available, so go to headspace.com/macOSKen today. headspace.com/macOSKen. Swift Playgrounds 4 is out to the masses. Announced at WWDC 2021, 9to5Mac says one of the big features in the update is the ability to build apps and submit them to the App Store right from the iPad on which the application is running. Lots of improvements listed, though that is the big one. Swift Playgrounds is a free application. It's available now in the App Store and the Mac App Store. TV party tonight and every night. Less Black Flag, more Black Cauldron. Engadget says Disney Plus has added support for SharePlay group viewing on iPad, iPhone, and Apple TV. SharePlay is the FaceTime feature that lets up to 32 people watch and chat together while viewing videos synchronously. Everybody shares playback controls, though individuals can choose their own audio settings and subtitle options. The big glaring downside of the Disney Plus thing, everybody on the call has to be a Disney Plus subscriber, so no watching Snow White with Grandma unless both homes are signed up. Apple may have lost out on the rights to the James Bond catalog, but it seems happy to be Bond adjacent. Back in September, the company made the documentary Being James Bond available for free on Apple TV and the Apple TV app. Now, a piece from 9 to 5 Mac says Apple is making its own documentary about the spy series Iconic Sounds. A piece from 007.com says the documentary, called The Sound of 007, will cover the remarkable history of 6 decades of James Bond music, from the iconic 007 theme song all the way to 2021's No Time to Die. Lots of cooks in this kitchen. The piece has deadlines saying that the doc will be produced by MGM, Eon Productions, and Ventureland. I assume that that's in addition to Apple's involvement. Perhaps most surprising in all of this news, the film comes with a release date. 9 to 5 Mac says the documentary is slated to be released in October of 2022 to mark 60 years of James Bond. The Uma Thurman, Noah Emmerich thriller Suspicion has a release date. Based on the Israeli series False Flag, Cult of Mac says Thurman plays an American businesswoman whose son is kidnapped from a hotel. Suspicion arises over 4 other guests staying there. They attempt to prove their innocence as an FBI manhunt gets underway and becomes an intense cat-and-mouse chase. Does not look like there is a trailer for this one yet, though there is a little time. The first 2 episodes of Suspicion hit Apple TV Plus on Friday, the 4th of February. Apple TV Plus has announced a short animated series for kids and the families that have them. The Cupertino streamer issued a press release Wednesday announcing Deafo, an adaptation of the Newbery Honor-winning graphic novel by C.C. Bell. Describing the series, Apple says Deafo follows perceptive young Cece as she loses her hearing and finds her inner superhero. Going to school and making new friends can be tough. Having to do both while wearing a bulky hearing aid on your chest, that takes superpowers. With a little help from her superhero alter ego Deafo, Cece learns to embrace what makes her extraordinary. Very limited series, this one. The full thing is 3 episodes long. All 3 hit Apple TV Plus on Friday, the 7th of January. Between now and then, you can catch the trailer on YouTube. And finally today, an extinguisher for the trash fire that was Mariah's Christmas. The magic continues. Mac Rumors writes up the Apple TV Ted Lasso animated Christmas short, The Missing Christmas Mustache. Animated versions of Roy Kent, Rebecca Welton, Leslie Higgins, Jamie Tart, Keely Jones, Nathan Shelley, Coach Beard, and Ted Lasso himself are on hand. When I say animated, don't think cartoon. Think Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or The Year Without a Santa Claus. It's got a stop-motion vibe, though whether it's actually stop-motion, I don't know. Probably computers, really doesn't matter. Voiced by the actors from the series, of course. Everyone is on hand for a Christmas adventure that makes no sense whatsoever. But it is so cute. 2 ways to catch the short. It is available now on Apple TV Plus. Apple has also made the Missing Christmas Mustache available on YouTube. macOS Ken, brought to you by me. and sponsored by SimpliSafe. Get 40% off your new home security system at simplysafe.com/macOScan. This show is also sponsored by Headspace, meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macOScan. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macoscan.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.